Welcome to Spiritual Port. If this is your first time coming across this platform, welcome. If you are returning back, welcome back. It's only been a few days that you and I have been here by way of retrograde. Are you getting your retrograde in retrograde? I don't know. It's so intense. Listen, I was just sitting here singing this song with my son, and it gave me a download simultaneously. Come on in the spiritual court. Listen. Feel it coming in the air. Hear the screams from everywhere. I'm addicted to the thrill. It's a dangerous love affair. Can't be scared when it goes down. Got a problem? Tell me now. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight. We're gonna run this town. Listen, Italy just put out a warning to the United States by way of some type of a national parade celebrating springtime, which really is the new year, okay? And there was the Statue of Liberty in chains, unchained, unchanged, in chains. A warning to the United States is what I heard. Come on in, y'all. Let's have a real conversation. I was going to pull here from the Kipper-ish, but I'm deciding against that. I want to pull here from my Order in the Court cards. Beautiful divine angels, creator of all things. What is going on right now? What's happening in the ethers on this high vibrational timeline? What's going on? You're destined for greatness, okay? So a lot of you, some of these people didn't anticipate that you were going to survive the blood moon ritual, the sacrifices, whatever they sent you, sickness, death, poverty, child, everything, okay? All diabolical, whatever it was, you transmuted it. I feel like you did this without even giving this one thought. I feel like you're somewhere manifesting greatness. You're on a timeline that does not involve these people. So in their mind's eye, even when it comes to their magic, you are an illusion to the work that they believe that they're doing on you. The work that they believe is successful is really unsuccessful because you don't exist. Not even in their mind's eye. You're just an illusion. They're just seeing their own illusions by way of trying to create and or manipulate energies. You're destined for greatness. I can't make this up. And you got a fake divine feminine, fake divine masculine out here. Now, I just saw real divine feminine, divine masculine in the cards. Okay? You got stalkers. Don't stalk this way, please. Yeah, throwing salt on your name. I can't make this up. So a lot of gossip, okay? When people can't find anything to say about you because they don't know who you are, or you've put up some form of protection, a shield of protection, because that's a wise thing to do, people start to create false narratives, right? They don't know anything about you, so they start to just, get very diabolically creative. They create things, throwing salt on your name, and you out here destined for greatness. You got a fake masculine and a fake feminine, possibly in the mix. Let's get into it. Beautiful divine, creator of all things, on this highest frequency. Show me what it is I need to see. I almost couldn't even get that out. Almost couldn't even get that out. Y'all started yawning. I'm like, where did that come from? Let's just say maybe I just transmuted something. Whatever it is, somebody could be somewhere exhausted behind throwing salt on your name. It's a lot of work. Making up new lies every day. You gotta be really creative, You gotta be focused, diligent, planting bad seeds, waiting for them to rot. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so let's get into it. We got the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The divine ancestor said we want all the smoke. Destined for greatness, divine collective. I can't make this up. You're destined for greatness. Page of Wands. Somebody's trying to get information on you. What do they want? Clarify. Trying to get some dirt on your name, on you, smudge your names, like mess you up, okay? whatever this is. You got a fake masculine out here, false divine masculine. Emperor in the reverse is somebody who's reckless, you know, intentionally. Queen of Cups in the reverse, okay? There's a feminine out here as well. Who's this Queen of Cups in the reverse and this Emperor in the reverse? This could be one person. Somebody's emotionally manipulative, trying to dominate energy. And you got the Lovers in the reverse, okay? Somebody didn't want anybody to show you any love, so they decided to throw some names on you, throw some salts on your names, some names on you, okay? Maybe they said that you were somebody that you're not. Maybe somebody said you were a slut bucket. Maybe you're not. Whatever this is, Four of Swords, it could have said something about you, something about your sexuality, you coming out as a Hierophant. So you got the Four of Swords and the Hierophant. This could also represent you putting something to rest. Clarify the Four of Swords and the Hierophant. Yeah, you're destined for greatness. Look at you, Four of Wands. Something about community, something about humanity, something about what you're destined to do in alignment with your calling, destined for greatness, throwing salt on your name. Somebody was out here gossiping. Child, somebody said it ain't over, but it's over. The world. Okay, so retrograde is checking somebody at the gate by way of their say. And you're somewhere unbothered. Hierophant energy, Four of Cups energy, High Priestess energy. Listen here. Listen, listen, listen. The Four of Swords represents you putting something to rest just by way of your reputation. You're very well respected by the universe, by nature. Somebody is here helping humanity. You're beautiful, radiant, God or goddess, here in the 3D, having a really good time, simply passing through. Clarify destined for greatness. Yeah, Nine of Cups, and you're getting your wishes fulfilled. So whatever somebody is saying, you're totally unbothered. You're in the Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups. Look at you. Wish fulfillment, happy. Okay, smelling all the flowers, having a really good time. Yeah, you got a victory. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. Victory is mine today. Listen, somebody don't like the fact that victory is yours because they want to continuously keep doing something over and over and over and over and over just to see what's going to stick. Throwing salt on your name. Maybe they need to get a little bit of pepper too. Somebody's a hut you ass energy. Sneezing and pleasing, you know, belligerent, nasty energy. Okay, you got the Queen of Swords and you got the Page of Pentacles. What's the Queen of Swords and the Page of Pentacles? Somebody's doing the bare minimum. Doing the bare minimum. Oh, you got a Queen of Wands in the reverse. Somebody's obsessively doing something. Gossiping, slander, projecting, a lot of illusions, wanting you to see something that doesn't exist. Big nasty ball of energy, diabolical energy. This is like a hate campaign. And you're destined for greatness, and somebody knows this, so they don't like this. Karmic feminine, Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody could be a Capricorn in January too. Okay, so this could be two people. You got the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords in the upright is usually somebody very well respected, somebody that speaks the truth. Okay, but the Page of Pentacles, clarify. Somebody could be helping somebody else because I feel like you're just standing in your power. Yeah, look. This could have been something that they did in the past. And I feel like for them, it feels like it's happening right now in real time. Whatever they did to you, it's like they're rethinking it, reliving it, going through it. The Lovers in the reverse and the Queen of Cups and the Emperor. What's the Lovers in the reverse? Somebody could have blocked a love situation for you in the past. By way of gossip, by way of spreading some type of a lie, throwing some type of salt on your name, and you're destined for greatness, the Fool. I feel like you've moved past this. I feel like you're moving on. I feel like you've moved on. And somebody did this in the past. Why is this coming up now? Retrograde energy. I just heard they have to pay their karma. You healed. You were guided to sail to calmer waters, and you did with the Six of Swords, and you got a victory. Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups. clarify these people. So why is this Queen of Wands in this? Yeah, so now you got somebody coming in that knows the truth about who you are. Okay, this could be you, divine feminine. This could be a real divine masculine. King of Cups energy. Somebody's caring, loving, and kind. Loving themselves first and foremost. And somebody's coming in with a fake ass offer. What's this Page of Pentacles in the reverse? Clarify. I just heard don't believe the hype. So you got a real person coming towards you, and you got somebody with a breadcrumb. But you keep alchemizing some type of an illusion. You keep shattering some form of an illusion, standing in your power. These people are so angry at how powerful you are. Look at you. Look at you. Yeah, the moon. They're trying to figure out, how are you doing this? How do you know what we're going to do when we're going to do it? How do you know? How do you see? How do you see what we're thinking before we think it? It's given Judas. But in order to be a Judas, don't they have to be around you? I don't feel like you're around these people. I feel like you've moved away with the Fool. Standing in your power. You closed out this cycle. So what are they mad about? The past? The fact that you know about what they did in the past? Yeah. Seven of Pentacles. You know about their spiritual investments. You know about them investing and throwing salt on your name. Clarify throwing salt on your name. They said something about you. I just heard somebody said you could have been an opportunist. Knight of Wands energy, something about your sexuality with the Four of Swords. Clarify the Knight of Wands throwing salt on your name. Clarify? Yeah. You got a dirty birdie ass Knight of Wands out here that was talking about you behind your back, throwing some salt on your name. Could have been this Emperor in the reverse, Lovers in the reverse, Queen of Cups in the reverse. Somebody could have said you don't care about yourself or something like that. What is the Knight of Wands in the seventh? Yeah, look. Somebody could have talked about your mental health. Now this person look crazy. Somebody was trying to make you look crazy. Now they look crazy. Clarify this Emperor in the reverse. Yeah. Now this person is hiding out with the Hermit. Somebody has to go within. Somebody has to face their own reflection. Somebody has to hold themselves accountable. I feel like the universe is not giving somebody a choice, but to see themselves for who they are. It's the best place to be. But when you haven't been the best person to most people, it's kind of hard facing yourself and coming to the reality of what it is that you've done. Surprise, retrograde is out here handing out grades. Nobody's exempt. So why did somebody think that they were exempt from this judgment? Yeah, Knight of Pentacles in a reverse. Somebody could have said they turned you down. Somebody could have said that, you know, you were obsessed over them. There's a lot of gossip behind the scenes that never made it to your life, and it's not even resonating with your current energy. Your current energy is taking a leap of faith, moving forward, destined for greatness. Four of Wands, High Priestess energy, Hierophant energy, 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 6. Listen, you are in a good vibration. Yeah, only good vibrations I just heard. Yeah, look, you're moving on. I can't make this up. The Chariot. After going through some type of a major awakening, and somebody's trying to figure out how you made it out of something. This was the kind of slander and gossip that was supposed to embarrass you, annihilate you, debilitate you, so much so that you would be in your head thinking about what somebody's thinking about you. Child, if I know, like I know, my beautiful divine collective high vibrational, we don't give a damn about what nobody think. We don't give a damn. We don't give a yam. We don't give a ham. We don't give a damn what nobody think. So somebody wanted you to be preoccupied with what was being said about you behind the scenes, but you continue to press on. You said, oh, they're talking, let them. Yeah, block every nasty, evil tongue being spoken up against innocent people. Now they want to come in and be friends after being the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. What's the Knight of Cups? Yeah, somebody wants to reconcile. What? After what is this? This person did you a huge injustice. Talked bad about the divine feminine. You're coming up as the Empress, beautiful, radiant energy, High Priestess energy. You could absolutely do some form of divination. You could absolutely just be learning something spiritual. You're just a guru. You keep transmuting energy, closing out timelines, jumping timelines. They can't find your energy, your essence on any of these timelines. and somebody is losing it. They don't know what to say. They can't catch up with you to report anything on your life, to say that you are anybody at any given time, because these people don't know you. Clarify the Ten of Swords. Yeah, you left these people out in the cold. The universe was like, leave these people out in the cold. Yeah, 5 of Cups, look. 5 plus 5 is 10. Something's got to be balanced out. These people are desperate, I just heard. Depressed, sad, left in the 5 of Pentacles. In a poverty energy. I feel like somebody did some type of spell work recently. Yeah, they did. And it backfired. Somebody tried to invoke a tower in your life. So big jealousy energy, big envy energy, big unnecessarily jealous energy. I don't like these energies. When jealousy comes up and envy, those are the worst energies ever. They're the most heinous. It's 11:11 on the clock. They're the most heinous energies, because here is somebody who's radiant, in alignment with their destiny, doing what it is that the divine is telling them to do. And somebody wanted that energy. That's what I feel. Clarify? Yeah, they did. These are fake ass friends, smiling in your face. Okay? Thin line between hate and hate. You know, type energy, was never any love. So how could there be any love lost? This is a fake ass friend, phony. Now the masks have been shattered. The tower is here. 5 of Pentacles, you left them out in the cold, and they're mad. So not only did somebody do something in the past, they did something recently so that retrograde wouldn't give them some type of a grade on what they did in the past. 3 of Swords. I can't make that up. They could have paid somebody to put you in what appeared to be a mental imprisonment in the middle of retrograde, and you a whole spiritual G. You coming up as the high priestess, somebody who had to just stand up and adjust their crown and see things as you need to see them. You see through the illusions. You see through all of it. Whatever this is, it ain't real in your world, on your timeline. But what they're doing to what they believe is you on their timeline is very real to them. But you don't exist there. Does that make sense? You don't exist. So what are they reaching for? Remnants of who you once were. Essences for who you were. Memories for who you were. You're no longer that person. You got death here. You've gone through some type of a transformation. Big time. Somebody could have did death magic with the Magician and Death. Yeah. 8 of Wands. Some type of communication. Clarify the 8 of Wands. 3 of Pentacles. I can't make this up. The truth is coming out. So you could have taken these people to spiritual court. You could have called down judgment on them, jumped a timeline, and surrendered this to the universe and allowed the universe to just balance this out. You got the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Some type of weird-ass collaboration behind your back type energy. Justice, they rendered you some type of unfair. But the truth is out. Unfair energy. Somebody thought it not robbery to try to comfort you again in this retrograde. Okay? They tried to block and stop some type of a union, dominate a couple, a union, but you're too protected by the ancestors. You standing your ground. Ace of Swords, the truth is here. I just heard the champ is here. Ciao. Lord have mercy. Listen, whatever somebody thought they were doing, they were unsuccessful. Okay? We're going to get more into this communication because I feel like they're in the 9 of Swords after being advised not to do something again, and they did it again. With the 9 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the 7 of Swords. Somebody's real deceptive. Fake friends, frenemies, an ex-lover, somebody was behind your back. I love it when the gossip happens behind your back, right? It's cowardly at best, isn't it? That's so wonderful when it happens behind your back that you ain't got to deal with it. You too busy being great. I remember people used to tell me stuff they heard about me. I was like, oh, really? What you say? Child, I didn't give a damn. Because I feel like anybody on the other end of any gossip about me and they don't come to me directly, it's just a coward. You just sitting up talking to other cowards. Y'all finish that out. Let me know how that works. That was always my attitude. Even when somebody would come to me about somebody else. Oh, girl, I heard. I'm like, okay, but did you go to her? Did you tell her? No, I'm just telling you. You ain't heard it from me. I'm like, I don't do all that. Because that's cowardly energy. If you got something to say, come to somebody and say it. Hey, I heard you said this, that, and the other. Okay. Yeah, make it known. Let's have a real conversation. But 9 times out of 10, these people don't want no smoke. Look, you love yourself too much. Look at you. Your energy speaks for itself. You never have to answer to rumors and lies and things like that. You got throwing salt on your name. Somebody's father figures in the ethers whooping ass. You got a father figure crossed over. Clarify this father figure or grandfather is giving a child, is making sure that you get exactly what you need. I feel like you're so unbothered. I feel like the 9 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. Clarify destiny swap. Recent. Yeah, somebody tried to destiny swap with you. This is recent. So they recently did a death spell. Look, they're still coming out the same way. You got a dark high priestess, dark emperor, false masculine, possibly a false feminine. They tried to destiny swap because they want to be you, the lovers in the reverse. How's that going? How's that working out? 2 of Cups. They wanted your destiny. They wanted your person. They wanted something. I feel like this is a karmic masculine and a karmic feminine. 2 of Cups energy that tried to do some type of magic recently. Clarify, show me these people. And then they tried to move on and jump a timeline. What's the current energy on this death magic? Show us what's going on. Knight of Pentacles. So somebody can come towards you. Somebody wanted to knock out your real 2 of Cups energy, 2 of Cups offer to get a fake offer. Yeah, look. You got a fake ass offer here. Or to prevent somebody from coming in and giving you an offer. So the goal was to block your intuition, to block your masculine's intuition, feminine, and to stop this person from coming in to give you some type of an offer, to see you in a certain light, throwing salt on your name. Show me the person. They want your masculine? Yeah, but that didn't work. 5 of Cups, that still didn't work. So somebody put in a whole bunch of spell work recently. Somebody did some type of death spell, blocking your intuition spell, trying to take your man spell, trying to whatever, to get your 2 of Cups. And you got somebody in the ethers that's making sure that you're good. 6 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles, you're single, self-sufficient. You got a lot of people that want to come in and give you some type of equal give and take, divine feminine. This is what I see. They see you as abundant. So somebody behind the scenes, a dark high priestess. There's also a karmic masculine here as well that was trying to block a masculine from coming in to give you an offer. Now they're all in the 5 of Cups. Show me these people that were trying to block the offer. They're all in the 5 of doggone Cups. Yeah, look. Justice. Karma. Clarify. Show me these people. Something has to be balanced out. Okay, yeah, this shit backfired. So there was some type of divine intervention, some type of Mayat intervention, some type of Anubis intervention. These people did this again, man. These are diabolical ass fallen gods. Okay? They're fallen gods. They ignore the source of all things. They feel as though they can just kind of render judgments as they see fit, but they don't hold any ranking by way of what's decent and in order. They're not here to help humanity. Not at all. These are gods that were able, for whatever reason, to run rampant in many, many lifetimes and do some diabolical shit. Well, guess what? They're back and they're trying to do the same old stuff, outdated. But the world has ascended. But the ancient gods have ascended. So this little diabolical stuff is like child's play. It's actually quite ignorant. By way of throwing salt on somebody who's destined for greatness name, when really they don't have to say a damn thing to you. All they got to do is walk in their destiny. You got justice and you got the 9 of Swords. Somebody wanted to tip the scales. So somebody did spell work, did magic, and then they had the nerve to try to ask that you be called into spiritual court. Now they're in the 9 of Swords. Make it make sense. Why y'all not happy? 3 of Cups in the reverse. So they didn't get the outcome that they had anticipated. Well, that's unfortunate. We could have told you that that was going to happen, but you would not have listened. I feel like all the warning signs have been there, but you still would not have listened. And you thought you was just going do. Yeah. Who's going to run this town tonight? Not you. Not y'all. This is nasty work. Nasty work. Look at them. Ooh, child. They celebrated a little too soon. Celebrated a little too soon. Where's my tambourine? Listen, you got the 3 of Cups in the reverse and the 10 of Swords. Somebody celebrated a little too soon over something that was very premature, very immature, very outdated, very redundant, very, you don't even exist in these people's mind's eye. They was reaching for some type of old paradigm shift, who you used to, woulda, coulda, shoulda been, and you don't even exist there. Somebody tried to open up a door. Somebody tried to open up a door. Pop a leg by energy, and you don't even exist there. I can't make this up. Trying to make you sick. Is this what this was? 4 swords? This is giving pandemic. Somebody could have went back to 2020. Somebody wanted to make you sick. Okay? The universe was like, what are you doing? This person don't even exist there. Somebody went stabbing in the dark, hoping that something would stick. Clarify, destined for greatness. Y'all hear destined for greatness, child. Nobody got time for what you doing. Look. And you know the truth. So divine collective, you're standing with the Ace of Swords. You're a real spiritual gangster. What's a goon to a mother freaking goblin? Okay? You got the Wheel of Fortune. Ain't nobody got time. This is where you are, honey. Somebody wanted to make you sick. Somebody was trying to slow down your money. Somebody was trying to slow down your 2 of Cups. The truth is out. The champ is here. Here you go. I can't make this up. 3 of Swords. You separated from these people as guided by your higher intuition. Good for you. Look at you. 3 of Swords represents healing of the heart. It also represents Libran energy, justice, balancing out your heart so that your heart is weighed on a scale. You know, when your heart is in alignment with your third eye, you can see what it is you need to see. And you in the 10 of Pentacles? I feel like something backfired. I don't know, call it a hunch, but don't call it a comeback. You can call it a 9 of Swords situation, but don't, you got 9 to the 10 of Swords. This is like a diabolical energy. Give me current energy. Yeah, you jumped. Bye. Adios. You left these people behind in the past. Rightfully so. Exactly where they belong. And you got your new beginning. This came up on the side. Somebody didn't want you to have this, but this is inevitable. It's inevitable that you and the divine have this contract. Somebody comment down below. Me and the divine got a contract. It's 11:22 on the clock. Who's going to stop it? You got some type of partnership coming in. I feel like whatever you are doing, you're keeping things to yourself. You're moving in silence. And you got some people that just feel away. Okay, that's okay. If that's how they need to feel in order to get that spiritual karma, that's totally up to them. Clarify this Mayat energy. Yeah, I don't know. It's not looking so good. Page of Wands in the reverse. So somebody could have done some type of spell work to balance out the scales from something that they did during retrograde last year or on some type of retrograde. Some type of karma was spinning the block. So somebody did spell work out of fear just recently. Again, make it make sense. Things were already falling apart. Everything was already going wrong. And somebody did spell work again to try to fix a wrong that was going wrong. Does that make sense? Instead of just getting right. Okay, that's their plight. It's about to take flight. I can't make it up. The moon in the reverse. What you do up under the red moon? You did something. Whatever this was, it backfired. I feel like to see you destined for greatness, these people are shocked. You wasn't supposed to be alive. You're like surprised. Queen of Wands energy in the upright. You're confident, fiery, determined, sophisticated. You give good advice. You listen to your intuition. You are the Empress. Okay? And you got a Queen of Swords out here that don't like that so much. Queen of Swords in the reverse is just somebody with a nasty mouth. I just heard my spirit's team say venomous tongue. Speaking nastiness. Just a venomous, nasty tongue. Hold on, y'all. Just a nasty mouth, a caca mouth, gossiping, throwing salt on your name. Anything to get the job done. Anything to make people believe what it is. Because look, the reason that somebody is so impulsive and they need somebody to like go away right away is because you're right at the 10 of Pentacles. You're right at whatever this blessing is for you. So whatever you're doing, destined for greatness, whatever this is that you're supposed to be doing, you're right there and somebody knows it. Somebody knows that you're in alignment with your divine assignment. Clarify this Queen of Swords in the reverse. Now they're coming in as a friend. Girl, bye. Or guy. Clarify. Knight of Wands in the reverse. After being reckless and impulsive, This person knows that you know, so now they're coming in to kiss your ass. This is what happens when death spells and stuff like that backfire, sickness spells. But somebody did something in the past. So what I feel is somebody tried to sabotage you, destiny swap with you, take your life, take your something from you in the past. Okay? This could have been somebody that appeared to have been celebrating you, but instead they were stabbing you in the back, or so they thought, only to find out that you still ended up in alignment, destined for greatness with your wheel of fortune, excuse me. So whatever they did in the past, it just didn't work. And now somebody's coming in as a friend. I feel like somebody impulsively did something recently under the new moon, under the full moon as well, to try to make something happen, to cover up something that they did in the past. So they just added more wrongs on top of wrongs type energy. Yeah, look. This person put themselves in a spiritual jail trying to lock you down to some form of an illusion that only exists in their mind. This person is crazy. You got it done, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You moved on. You're in alignment, wheel of fortune. Yeah, you healed. You transmuted something. This person is losing their shit. This is not your friend. This is not your people. This is not your people. You got some weird ass people out here from the past. I don't know who these people are. And you know what's so crazy? Some of these people didn't do anything this moon cycle. They're just being haunted by retrograde based on what they did do many moon cycles ago, or something that they consistently kept doing over and over and over. So they're dealing with, you know, the caverns of their own minds, you know, is what they're dealing with. Yeah, I can't make this up. Somebody was obsessively trying to be you, and now they regret it. Empress energy, 10% of reverse. 10% of reverse is like addiction, obsessively, compulsively. This could have been glamour spells, beauty spells, to look like you, something like that. Whatever this is, this person's in heavy regret. Okay? I always like to see the heavy regret after somebody's done something over and over and over and over. I feel like this is not real regret. I don't feel like this is like sincere apologies. I don't believe it. I just don't. You know why? Because when somebody has more than enough time to stop doing something, why not just stop? But these people needed to be under the illusion that it was working on you in order to feel as though they were moving on with their lives, with the Chariot. Needing to believe lies about you in order to validate their own existence and make themselves feel like they were doing good in life. Only to realize that reality showed up and you're still in your 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles. Why is everybody coming for everybody's health? What is this with the 4 of Swords? Why are y'all playing with people's health like that? Or you think you are? Because somebody's a whole healer. Where's the 6 of... I had the 6 of Swords out here healing. I thought, oh, that must have been on the other spread. But you're a healer. You keep transmuting it. So what is it? Clarify the 4 of Swords. Had to been death? Yeah, look. Self-care energy. Somebody didn't want you to see your value, but you do. King of Cups in a reverse. Somebody's emotionally manipulative. So you got a King of Swords, Queen of Cups in a reverse, emotionally manipulative. Somebody was trying to put you in some type of mental psychosis, whatever this is. Now they're there. They were trying to cover up something that they did in the past, and that backfired. So somebody jumped to a timeline where you don't even exist anymore. You don't think about it. You don't breathe about it. You don't sleep about it. You don't give it any energy. You don't do anything with that energy. You've moved on. These people are still holding on to some old, outdated narrative of which you're no longer a part of. Now shit's coming to a head. They've been exposed. Lord have mercy. You're coming up as the Queen of Cups energy. Look at you. Radiant. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups energy. Vibrant. Focused. I just heard these are people that never like themselves. So somebody could have self-esteem issues. You know, people doing magic out of low self-esteem and stuff like that. You got the 2 of Wands though. I feel like you're successfully moving forward. Somebody's afraid to look back. These people were affiliated. So you got 3 friends, okay? Could be a water sign, an air sign, and an earth sign. Okay? Whoever these karmic people are, they collaborated together. Very sneakily, behind the scenes, out of jealousy, anger, and hate, gossiping about you, and this shit's backfired. King of Swords in the reverse. Somebody was gossiping their ass off, saying some nasty things about you. Whenever I see the King of Swords in the reverse, I just think malicious, cold, calculated, feeling as though they never have to pay for any word that they speak into the atmosphere when it comes to you. And you are the beloved. You're beloved by the universe, beloved by nature. And you know what? It's sometimes ignorance is bliss when it comes to this diabolical energy. I love the way the Most High just blocks it out. It's so good to be unaware of what these bastards are talking about. Because if that's what they want to sit up and talk about and do with their life while on this plane and or existence, let them. Oh, they was running their mouth. Now they sitting up looking crazy. 6 of Wands in the reverse. Something's about to come to a head. I feel like these people are running from their own energy. I feel like they're trying to do some type of illusion spells so that you can't see what it is that they've done. I feel like they're more focused on you than they are themselves. I feel like these people wanted you to be crazy. I feel like they didn't want you to care for yourself. I don't know who these people are. It came up frenemies. These are people that you celebrated with, people that you were nice to, betrayed you over and over. It doesn't matter because guess what? You got the Ace of Cups, child. Let them. Let these people. You got a dark high priestess. They were blocking love relationships, doing breakup spells, all behind the scenes. Then somebody would come in and be like, oh, I heard y'all broke up. You want to come over? I'll pray for you. Girl, if you don't have a seat behind the scenes. But see, I always say, nobody can really break you up from your person. These people do people favors. When you truly are at your highest vibration, nobody can do a breakup spell and break you up from the person that you're supposed to be with. Nobody. They can send a little energy, but 2 tapped in people. Now, maybe somebody caught you in a karmic cycle. Maybe you were learning some type of a lesson, whatever the case, whatever the circumstance. Maybe that's what was happening. And they threw a little woo-wop to chop in the middle of your situation. Somebody could have also been sleeping with your person. I just heard that. It's crazy. You know, and it's crazy because I feel like they hate the fact that you know. You know how you know something and you still cool about it? You see them, you're like, oh, how you doing? Oh, in the back of your mind, you're like, I know you slept with my man. It's okay. He wasn't my man, baby. He was for the streets. He was just a karmic lesson. You know, I'm just giving you an example, but that's the energy that I'm feeling. Look, the moon, somebody's hiding this from you. I just heard somebody sleeping with your man. 11:33 on the clock. Clarify. They all stressed out that you know. How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? I just heard, it's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. 6 degrees of separation. Somebody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. They all gossiping. Shock, they make it up. Clarify 6 degrees of separation. Somebody knows somebody that knows somebody. I can't make this up. Somebody could have been 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. Yeah, somebody didn't want you to know. Somebody was working hard for you not to find out this information. Sending you illusions, trying to block your intuition. You got the 8 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. This could have been somebody that somebody worked with. Yeah. Somebody also paid somebody to unalive you. And you're alive. Congratulations. You're alive and well. You got death and the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody wanted endings for you, for something that you do for work, for you to be strapped and weighed down. It's like, isn't it enough that you slept with somebody's man? You wanted to unalive them too. So this is something that runs deep within this person. This is insidious behavior, something that they really need to pay attention to. Somebody's shadow is out of just whack. They don't have it in control. They don't have their dark side in control. We all got something we could dig into by way of our shadow, but why? We're ascending as a planet, as a world, as a timeline, but they're not on the same timeline as you. Somebody paid somebody to do a death spell, death magic recently. Now they stressed out because you still alive. Look, some fake ass friend, 3 of Cups in the reverse. Somebody's gonna call you. Now, how you doing? You need to get some rest. Okay, make sure you get some rest. They did a death spell. Show me the practitioner that did the death spell. Hermit in the reverse. Could have been a Virgo. But Hermit in the reverse is like somebody now being exposed for what they did. Okay. Show us the practitioner. Heavily in regret, because this shit's about to backfire on them and the person that requested it. Somebody's got to go, and if somebody ain't you, somebody was waiting to see if you had passed away. Look, I can't make this up. You're coming out as the wounded warrior, 10 of Swords. Somebody was waiting to find out whether or not you had passed away. Wow. But you're coming up as the 6 of Swords. Hold on, I got a message. Somebody just sent me a message. That somebody could be sending you a message. Listen, you got the 6 of Swords. You came out, you transmuted the energy. You're a healer. You're some type of alien being. You're not even from here. Death spell, death smells, death tales, gossip, lies, slander, projections. This shit is like, what is this? This is undone, uncooked. Stick a fork in it. It's over. It's underdone. Somebody missed a step, messed up a step. Maybe that's what they're feeling. Somebody also did a shut up spell. Clarify. They did a shut up spell. Yeah, they did. Projecting illusions so that you couldn't stand in your power. It's all projections. It's not even real. 7 of Cups. It's an illusion. 7 of Cups in the reverse and your strength. Somebody did not want you to see just how powerful you are. I feel like once they realized you would tap into some type of moon energy and realize just with the blink of an eye, you would shut these people down. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. Their illusions are not working. They can't even take their own illusions. They're in the 9 of Swords. Listen, they're eating the cats and they're eating the dogs and they're in the 4 of Cups. I can't make it up. Holy Spirit. What was I going to ask? Oh, show me what I need to see. And somebody in your presence is a whole liar. Don't trust this person. I don't know who this person is. Ace of Swords. Somebody's a liar. Knight of Wands energy. Doing sex magic. Domination spells. And they refuse to walk away. They refuse to let something go. See, you got a weird ass friend out here that could have slept with your person. You got somebody else trying to come towards you that's a liar. This person is impulsively sexually driven, excuse me. So they could be coming in with some type of lustful energy. 8 of Cups energy in the reverse. They refuse to walk away. You got somebody coming back from the past that wants to invest with you. 10 of Cups. And they feel as though you're just ignoring them with the 9 of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you're moving forward, Divine Collective. You're not taking any of these old offers. 2 of Swords in the reverse. You're not in any type of indecisive energy. You see everybody for who they are. You got a lot of people that want you to be sick. But it's interesting because these people know that what they're doing on you, to you, doesn't work. But they keep doing it. Show me the chosen one. It's not working. Yeah, look, you keep closing out these cycles with these people. You don't exist in these people's lives anymore. Destined for greatness. Clarify. You done. Yeah, look. The devil represents desires. You got the King of Cups, self-love energy. What's the devil? Feel like you're getting your desires met. Yeah. Look, you are blasting on these people. You are literally breaking up and dismantling some form of an illusion with the Tower and the devil, putting the devil on his ass, dragging his ass to hell, personally yourself, by way of self-love. You got a lot of lustful energies out here. A lot of people that want to come in and just give it to you sexually, but they don't want to offer you anything real. Like, we don't even vibrate at that energy. Destined for greatness is King of Cups in the upright energy. Queen of Swords energy. Yeah, you got your guard up. Speaking your truth, standing in your power, strength. You're coming up as the Hierophant. You could be just preserving yourself for a high level commitment, sitting with your spirit team. You're coming up as the Hierophant. And you're moving forward. And you know what's so interesting? You see what these people are going to do before they do it. You got the Four of Swords. Something has to be put to rest. You could be in a rest and relaxation energy. You could just be transmuting. I don't know, but around like the new moon, y'all, I think I slept. I laid down for 30 minutes. I ended up sleeping like 3 hours. I was supposed to call somebody back, y'all. I was like, look, the 30 minutes turned into 3 hours. I had to let my body do what it wanted to do, honey. And it did it. And I jumped up and I was like ready to go. Like, I was like, okay, where are we going? Like, it was late at night. It's so funny. So you could just be resting. You could just be, you know, you're feeling a plethora of energies. You know, there's a lot going on. Yeah, it's a lot going on. Somebody does not want you to have this new beginning because you're blocking something. You're blocking them. Somebody feels blocked. You're not reconciling with somebody. Somebody don't want you to get the Ace of Cups. Oh, okay. Who did that? Somebody. A fool under the moon. Somebody did something foolish under the moon. Took a leap of faith. This is like a hexing spell to cross you up. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Clarify this person. Now they're regretting it. Yep. Because they made a bad investment. It backfired immediately. So somebody did some type of hexing, crossing up spell, don't want you to have a new beginning, mad because you healed from something, you transmuted something, and somebody feels as though you need to relive that cycle all over again. Child, if you don't get your reliving a cycle as, we don't even live on that cycle. We don't even have any energy on the cycle that you're trying to open up a door to. That shit's been done. What is this? Somebody's doing some outdated magic based on old delusional ass narratives. Look, the Seven of Cups is in the reverse. You already know what this is. So you moved on. You're not falling for these old weird ass energies. Child, I cannot make this up. So this is the message. Okay? Take this as it resonates. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I know I did. You are destined for greatness. You are the real spiritual gurus. You are the ancient gods that have awakened from the dead. Somebody is the daughter, son of Anubis, and they keep trying to do death magic over you. And you chill in the underworld. To take out a chosen one, and it's not going to happen. You got the Ace of Swords. That's what I just heard. Clarify. Anubis. You're a child of the Most High. A child with a gift. So these are people that's been doing this since you were a child. 6 degrees of separation. Somebody knows somebody that knows somebody. And now you're getting some type of justice. This too soon shall pass. Clarify. 6 degrees of separation. For some of you, it's a karmic ass mother out here that needs to have a seat. Okay. Empress in the reverse. This person wants to be you type energy. Empress in the reverse. Yeah. You could have had to cut this person off. There's a divine masculine, King of Swords, Ace of Wands energy that's starting a new beginning, getting justice. Something's being balanced out. This person's been doing spell work over you since you were a child. It's 11:44 on the clock. You are the chosen one. Clarify this karmic mother, this Empress in the reverse, or this is a toxic feminine energy around you. Could be a mother of a child, your child, or somebody's biological mother. This person's under severe judgment. I can't make it up. 6 degrees of separation. Everybody knows somebody that knows somebody. Somebody's really preoccupied about your living situation, your stability, and you coming into union with your person, somebody that you've had a soul connection with for a lot of lifetimes with the Six of Cups, and you got an Empress in the reverse working that ass off, toil and labor to try to get some type of blockage for you. Clarify the Empress in the reverse, and they're stressed out, weighed down because something's not coming into fruition and or manifestation. Again, you're going to find that a lot of these karmic people are working on old, outdated mindsets, paradigm shifts, only to find out that you're in this Ace of Wands energy, divine intervention energy. Divine intervention also represents setting your intentions, being intentional, divinely intentional, okay? And this is what they're finding, that the shit ain't working. Clarify 6 degrees of separation. Everybody knows somebody that knows somebody. Something involving a child, something involving an offer. Page of Pentacles is out there twice. Why is that Page of Pentacles out there? The devil, big Capricorn energy. So there's a Capricorn out here, okay? Who's this Capricorn person? Who's this Capricorn? This could be you. Yeah. You're coming up as a Capricorn child. Although the devil is not the devil represents desires, earthly desires. Capricorn, something about you in this high level understanding with the Hierophant energy. You hold a very prominent position as it relates to a chosen child of the universe. Somebody's had it really hard their whole life with the Ten of Wands and this mother. The Empress in the reverse could also represent a mother with addictions as well. Okay. Yeah, Empress in the reverse could represent somebody who wasn't, you know, all the way right. That's what I'm getting. You got somebody here where this could be a mother figure, and then you could have also, if you're a divine masculine, you could have also got with or married women that reminded you somehow of your mother. Energetically, they're coming out the same. So this is some type of karmic lesson that maybe you have to learn about codependency, abandonment, savior's complex. Sometimes we unconsciously choose people that are like the parents that abandon us, and that's what I feel. I feel like this Empress is giving me your mother, divine masculine, and I feel like you could have had a child by somebody who's very similar to a mother figure, or I don't know if you realize that or not, but they're coming off as the same energy. Somebody could be a Taurus. Clarify. Yeah, this person is very deceptive, sneaky, always up to something, always trying to make ends meet, make something look like something that it's not. Clarify. Yeah. Because now they can't attack you. Something about your partnership, something about your unions. Knight of Swords, you speak the truth. You're a leader, you're a boss, you're some type of teacher. The Emperor energy, you're a grown-ass man. Divine masculine energy. This King of Swords energy is giving me, I'm standing up for myself. I'm not going to allow you to treat me the way that you've been treating me, or I'm not just going to take any type of treatment. I feel like whoever you are, whoever this mother of the child is, or whatever this is, because it's coming up twice. Like your mother and this person you had a child with could be very similar. I feel like, you know, you standing up to this person or them or whoever these women are makes them feel like they can't control you. So they do things very sneaky energy, very Knight of Swords, a lot of conversation. This could be behind your back or something like that, trying to drum up some type of drama, or they're always doing something. Somebody's always up to something. What's that Seven of Swords? Yeah, always up to something, but they get exposed every time because your intuition is on point. Tower, clarify. Yeah, it's like you always know. Starseed energy, you could be in the public eye. I could be talking to a masculine Capricorn in the public eye. Somebody's birthday could be in January. You got the King of Swords, big Aquarius energy. Somebody's birthday could be in January. You either dealing with a Taurus or somebody that's just a wicked witch, man. Clarify this Empress in the reverse. Yeah. Page of Wands. You can have a child with this person. This person's always trying to get some type of information on you. Always. Constantly. To do what? To stop you from something? Yeah, to stop you from having a victory with the Six of Wands. Clarify. Yeah, this is a dark practitioner, or just somebody that manipulates energy. Yeah, they hide it. Sneaky, two-faced it. Smile in your face all the time. They want to eliminate something that you're doing. Some type of partnership, some type of endeavor, some type of business thing you got going on here that's working out for you. It's like you're coming up with these great ideas and you got somebody trying to block you. Yeah, you keep sailing the calm water. Somebody's birthday is in January. 6 of Swords is Aquarius energy, Capricorn energy. Your birthday is either in the beginning of January or the end of January. You could absolutely be in the public eye. Show me the Hierophant star energy. Yeah. This almost wanted to come up in the reverse. This person feels as though this ain't over. So somebody doesn't want something to come to an end, although it's coming to an end. Yeah, they don't want you to take a leap of faith, okay? So continue to stay in prayer, continue to stay in alignment, continue to see what it is that you want to happen, because whatever somebody's wishing, waiting, and wanting, whatever's in their heart to happen against you in your life, it doesn't matter. Let them. That's what they want to sit up and do with their time and their energy, because clearly what you're manifesting is the only energy that matters. Period. Yeah, somebody's trying to pray against that. Yeah, Spirit says what I'm saying is the truth. You know it. Yep. You're being guided to walk away and leave these people out in the cold. Even if this is the child mothers, the mothers of the children, or whoever this is. And when I mean this, I don't mean abandon a child with their mother. You're just going to have to feed this person with a long handled spoon, considering the circumstances with the 5 of Pentacles. This is energetically saying they can't go with you where you're going with the 5 of Pentacles. That's what that means. But walk away. Move forward. 3 of Pentacles. You got some type of healthy collaboration coming in here. This could be a business pursuit or business idea. 4 of Swords. You could be praying on this, meditating on this. You might need to rest too. Okay? With the 2 of Swords, you might have to make a difficult decision about something. Because this right here, I feel, is a mother, a father, and a child. So you could have a child with this person. So this is a difficult decision. It's almost like having to leave somebody behind. You could be thinking, well, if I leave this person behind, I have to leave my child behind type energy. And the 5 of Pentacles. It's a difficult decision. You think about this a lot. Yeah, you got a lot of love for this child. The Lovers. And the 5 of Cups. So you hate that this didn't work out. Okay, but it did, and you just got to look at it for what it is and keep it pushing. And you're going towards something new. So you got something new coming in, okay? This person wants things to work out, but with them moving behind the scenes like this, constantly sneaky, deceptive, gossiping, trying to sabotage you, I don't think this is a good partner. Whoever this person is that wants to reconcile, you could have a child with this person. But I feel like ultimately you're going to go towards something new, okay? You're already thinking about equal give and take, 7 of Pentacles, how to balance out this energy. You know, when you have a child, especially when they're under the age of 18, of any age, you will forever be family with this person. And this is a reality. This is something that you have to admit, okay? Yeah. Fooling with a dark high priestess, though. You got a dark ass witch on your ass. So you got to make some type of spiritual decision when it comes to that. This child could be in the middle, or this person could be using the child to manipulate you. Clarify. Yeah. Clarify the 9 of Swords. Yeah, so you don't move forward. But this is what you got ahead of you if you just take this leap of faith. I feel like you're going to have to sacrifice something. This does not mean to eliminate a child or, you know, abandon a child of any... I'm not saying that. I don't want to say that. But what I intuitively feel is that you have to move forward in order to get to this 10 of Pentacles, because this person is dark. They're severely under judgment. I feel like in the future, there's going to be some type of an opportunity that presents itself where this child, be it a boy or a girl, is going to want to live with you. Yeah, this is a dark ass, nasty ass energy. I don't even want to channel her energy. Close the door. I don't want to channel this person's energy at all. They are learning a hard karmic lesson. This is somebody that's hard-headed. you know. They cause a lot of confusion, throw a rock and hide their hand, and then they act like they haven't done anything. And it's all to invoke some type of a tower and stress you out. But now they're stressed out because they're under judgment, okay? 3 of Pentacles, maybe you thought at some point you could work with this person because of this child. You could possibly be thinking about your own childhood, but the truth is out. You got the 2 of Wands moving forward and the 10 of Pentacles. Star energy, public eye energy, something that you're doing. Even if you're not in the public eye, the star represents you being recognized for something great, some type of great accolades and recognition, okay? Where somebody doesn't want that to happen for you. 5 of Cups, somebody is sad because you keep moving on and you keep healing. You keep transmuting something. You're not letting anything stop you. Big divine masculine energy. 6 degrees of separation. Everybody knows somebody that knows somebody. Because I feel like there's a lot of people from the past that are getting things by way of the grapevine. And when I mean things, I mean conversations, news. I heard what she said, and he said what she said. Well, they said that she does this now, or something like that. Like, people are really taking like information and they're, you know, diluting it. They're putting their own little piece on top of it. They're creating some type of, you know, confusion around it so that people still don't see you for who you need to be seen for, but they don't have any power or authority over your destiny. You're destined for greatness. You're somewhere living out the life that they're lying about, living in your truth. You don't even exist in this gossip. It's like, who they talking about? Nobody. What they talking about? Nothing. Nothing. Show me this monitoring spirit. It's a big monitoring spirit here. Hi, monitoring spirit. Show me this monitoring spirit. Got the Emperor and the Knight of Swords. Could be a karmic masculine here. Maybe aware. 6 degrees of separation. Everybody knows somebody. Clarify, who is this person that's in the energy? 7 of Pentacles. Somebody that made a bad investment. Could be projecting some type of shut-up spell energy. 7 of Pentacles is a bad investment in the past. 4 of Wands. Could be an Aries energy. Masculine. Why are you here, sir? What are you in the hovering over the reading for? Because I don't know you. 3 of Wands in the reverse. They're struggling to see something. 3 of Wands in the reverse is blocked. This could be somebody from the past at a distance. I just feel somebody's energy come into the reading. That's how my energy works. That's how I can see. You got the 3 of Wands in the reverse. I feel like somebody's lost their ability to see you or penetrate your energy. You can't see me in the daytime with a flashlight type energy. Yeah, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. Stop looking for people that ain't looking for you. And you won't have to end up in a position where you don't know what you're doing and you don't know or where you're going. Somebody's taking a stab in the dark. Okay. 3 of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Swords in the reverse. It's like malicious talk. Somebody could be cursing, hexing, whatever y'all do in these dark ass rooms. It's not working, clearly. Because if it was, you wouldn't be in the 9 of Swords. Somebody's already in their destiny. Somebody's already in their destiny. 4 of Wands and alchemy. What are you doing? And already co-created some new stuff. 3 of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's over the heartbreak, over the heartache, over the detriment. Not playing around. Divine intervention is here. Got the Ace of Wands. Something about creativity and building something new. Vision. Clarify this energy. Yeah, Knight of Wands ass energy. Who is this? There's an Emperor in the reverse, a karmic ass masculine in the energy. Okay, hoverbird. I'm gonna start calling them hoverbirds. In the 4 of Cups, they want to hover over the collective reading. That's fine. Clarify the hoverbird. Expose it. 6 of Pentacles. What's the 6 of Pentacles? You the Emperor in the reverse, 3 of Wands in the reverse, and the 6 of, what is this? The Knight of Swords in the reverse. Reckless mouth, nasty energy, immature energy. Page of Wands, you watching to get some type of information. Somebody could be paying for some type of a reading. 6 of Cups, they stuck in the past. Got to get over some type of cycle. The Moon in the Tower. Now make that make sense. This looks like a total eclipse type energy. The Tower represents a mask being eliminated, some type of falsehood being destroyed. And you got the Moon. You see what's going on behind the Moon Divine Collective. Period. You don't give a damn. You're somewhere else on another timeline. So what does this have to do with us? Why is this person hovering over the energy? What's the Six of Pentacles? You pay somebody to do something? You pay somebody to take somebody's destiny, to stop their destiny, to hex them and curse them? That's why you're in the Nine of Swords. Clarify. Only to find out that somebody is very much protected. This ain't what you want type energy. Stop coming for high-ranked people. People that are high-ranked. When I mean high-ranked, they sit with the Most High. They're about high vibrational stuff. They don't give a damn about these weird-ass little stuff, whatever this is that y'all doing. Under the moon, hiding and slipping and sliding in the dark and shit in all black. And you running around paying somebody to hex somebody and curse somebody. The Three of Swords in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Somebody tried to hex you because they feel rejected. With the Knight of Swords in the reverse, you're blocking somebody, collective. Ace of Wands, you're blocking somebody. Page of Cups in the reverse, tried to block your intuition, block your vision so you couldn't see. So this Three of Wands in the reverse is so you couldn't see, but you're somewhere taking a leap of faith. You don't even exist in this dark ass paradigm shit. We don't exist here, although we are aware of it. Spiritual court is for the karmics, I heard somebody say. 6 degrees of separation. Everybody knows somebody that knows somebody. Somebody's mad because you're confident, you're radiant, you're intuitive, you're psychic, you're standing in your power, you're destined for greatness. They could never hex you, curse you. Their curses and their hexes don't work. Show me the person that you paid for the hex. Hoverboard, hover guy, hover lady. You paid a Queen of Pentacles. This the witch. Clarify. Show us the practitioner that you paid. Who got paid for the work? Which one of y'all witches got paid? Okay, so you got 3 practitioners, okay? These people are really shape-shifting right now. You got a King of Swords, and you got a King of Cups, you got a Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So two moons. Somebody could have did something 2 moon cycles back to back. I meant to say 2 men and a woman. 2 men and a woman. Clarify these practitioners. What did they do? They got paid big money, baby. Woo, somebody paid. Why? Did somebody give up their tax money? Or what you give up? This a lot of money. For what? To hex somebody's destiny or to take it? What did these practitioners do? Death spells. So they're supposed to end somebody in their destiny, unalive them. Okay? They got paid big money to do it. Give me current energy on these practitioners. What's the deal? How y'all feeling about y'all's work? On the chosen one that don't give a damn about you? Illusions. You was under the illusion that this shit was gonna work. So you promised somebody. Now y'all tired and laid down. Y'all need to go take like a whole 30 years off. Look at this here. Go lay down. Have a seat. Strength in the reverse. You lost all your power. You put in a lot of work for a whole bunch of money. This must have been a big chunk of money to get somebody's power. 7 of Cups. You were under the illusion that you could attack a chosen one. You got 2 men here and a woman. Show me the practitioners. 10 of Cups in the reverse. I don't think they're celebrating anymore. Show me the practitioners that did this work. Knight of Cups in the reverse. These are false offers too. I feel like a lot of these people got so desperate, collective, that they sent people towards you to try to see what was going to stick, to see if you would fall for some type of an illusion, and it didn't work. These are all people that were paid to do something. But again, your energy doesn't exist wherever they're going. Whatever they're trying to conjure up, your energy don't exist. So to say that they're trying to take your power with the strength in the reverse after being paid a whole bunch of money is just continuously diabolical. I'm getting like a hovering energy. Somebody could be trying to monitor you energy, trying to see what you got going on energy, projecting onto you, only to end up like this. Ooh. 6 degrees of separation led your ass to spiritual hell. I love y'all. This is the message. Take it as it resonates. Thank you for being here in Spiritual Court. Drop a heart down below. Give the video a thumbs up if it resonated with you. And I will absolutely, undeniably, Most High willing, which the Most High is always willing because I am, inshallah, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, peace be with you.